Mom and Dad, Father's Disseminator is not for kids.
Where you at, mes amis? Of course, you know I haven't been posting in a minute. That's because I'm busy with work, keeping my business afloat during COVID-19. So listen, y'all, I'm about to give y'all the entirety of the Strongman Build-A-Figure Wave, one big review. I'm gonna try to go through it real quick. If I can make this video 15 minutes, that would be ideal, and that's what I'm gonna shoot for, right, y'all? So I may not give absolute detail to one specific character, but we'll knock these guys out. But before I go on, y'all, I do want to say that I bought the entire case. When you buy the case, you get 2 blue Deadpools, okay? So I am going to be giving this one away. To qualify for the giveaway, what you have to do is write the city where you're from or where you're currently residing. Write the name of the city where you're residing in the comments below. You must subscribe. You also have to follow me on Instagram. So again, there's 3 ingredients to the recipe to qualify for the giveaway. Again, I'll go through them. You must write the city in which you reside in, because that's where I'm going to be mailing it. You have to indicate, and it can be international, I don't care, man, I'll just hook the price, you know what I'm saying? You must subscribe to my channel, and you have to follow me on Instagram. So get those 3 things going, y'all, and you will qualify to enter into the giveaway for this blue Deadpool. So yes, let's get into it. The giveaway will be sometime in the middle of September, so you got time to do all of that. I'll advertise it a little bit, but you must write the city in which you reside on this particular video, alright? So this is the Strongman Build-A-Figure wave review. Let's do it. So in this wave, you will get a total of 7 figures. In order to build the Strongman Build-A-Figure, you get the X-Men Deadpool, Black Tom Cassidy, Shikla, Maverick, Sunspot, Warpath, and of course, Pirate Deadpool. Okay, so let's look at the side art. So the art on side of the box looks really good. You know, I still have the packaging from Strife, and I was looking at that earlier, and Wolverine is on both side panels, even though it's the Strife figure. So I do appreciate the figures having their own artwork, and it all looks good, man. Whoever the artist was, they did a really good job. Even Black Tom Cassidy, even though, man, I don't remember Tom. I'm a 90s kid, man, so I was reading comic books in the 90s, and I do remember Black Tom having a more full beard. But anyways, man, this art does look good for all of the figures, alright? And in terms of what's on top of the box, Maverick and Black Tom will have the Marvel insignia. Shikla and the Deadpools, of course, will have this Deadpool insignia on top. And Sunspot and Warpath will have an X-Men, X-Factor, X-Force logo, whatever you want to call it, here on top of their boxes. So here is the entire wave unboxed. I do have some of the accessories set in holsters and stuff like that with the figures, but we'll go over accessories as well. And I do have the Strongman Build-A-Figure here with me. I have Mon Petit Chou here to help me with building the figures. So my daughter is going to take the main body of the Strongman Build-A-Figure. She's going to take the torso, and then she's going to take the back piece and just pop that right back on. So see, look, even a child can do this. She's going to pop the head right on right there. You need help with that, mon bébé? So I'm going to help her with that and pop on the head. So there that goes. So there you go. It's as easy as that. The arms will port right into the side, and you got to put that one on the other side, baby. So just you know, my daughter's here. She might have a little trouble with it, maybe not. You do normally want to hear a pop. So what we're gonna do, maybe you just gotta push it in like that until it pops. All right. So there was a little pop. Y'all can listen for it again. Listen. Boom, you heard that little clicking sound. So there he goes with that. And then he is going to, she is going to put the legs on. So there goes one of them right there. And let's see, I think that might go on the other side. Yeah, that's the foot for the other side. So there that goes right there. Boom, like that. Just got to use a little bit of force. And there goes the other one. And my little helper helped me build the figure. And here he is, y'all, all put together. I'm just going to scrunch those arms on a little bit better. Thank you, my baby. I appreciate it. Tell you what, man, getting these legs on here is not easy, all right? And bam, there goes strong guy in the mix. So let us take a look at this guy first, since we have him here all built. Of course, you can see that his feet are, really small, but that's all comic book accurate, man. His upper body's bigger than his lower body, even in the comic books. But this Guido, man, is off the chain. I knew I would have trouble standing him up with smaller feet like that, all right? But boom, there he is, man, doing a little gangster lean. And he is off of the hook. So taking a closer look, I like the smile on our main man's face right here, man. That looks really good. So that came out really good, man. He's wearing these red glasses, as you can see right here. He has that little hair right there on his forehead, man. That all looks good. This upper torso looks amazing. I like the big X right there. Would have been nice if we would have got some paint right there on that zipper, but we didn't. When you paint all of these little accessories right here on the side and highlights on the belt, it just makes the figure pop, but none of that is there. You do have that big X right there. He will have this armor on his shoulders, blue arms, as you can see. He does have these cuffs right there by the wrists. He has these amazing sized hands. He will have this belt that floats. Let's take a look at his back right here. You will have silver metallic paint there on the back as part of his costume right there. There goes the belt. There goes Strongman's butt. More blue paint. You do have these cuffs down here on his feet. So that is what he is. While we have him here, y'all, all built, now let's quickly look at his articulation, all right? So with the head, it's not going to move up a ton, y'all. Let's see what kind of joint this is on again. Yeah, this is on like on a dumbbell joint, so you're going to get some rotation with that. Let's pop that back on. There it is. So yeah, man, that's as high as that's going to go. That's as low as that's going to go. But again, you can get some movement around with the head, as you can see I'm doing right there, okay? With the arms, they can go up that high, so that's pretty decent. You can get a 360 with these guys. He will have a single jointed elbow, so that means that will swivel, all right? And of course, you can get it to go up that high like that. He will have a swivel at the wrist along with hinges as well. So that's what we would expect from such a figure. With the torso, he has a torso swivel, all right? So he has that torso swivel, y'all. He can get back this far. He can go this much forward like this. There is no waist swivel, right? Because it's just this upper torso swivel. So with the legs, they can shoot out that far. He does have upper thigh swivel because it's a Build-A-Figure and that's where it connects. He does have these cool double jointed knees right here. He will have a swivel, an ankle rocker down here, so he has pivoting. His foot can go up and go all the way down, and that's the totality of his articulation. But just looking at the sculpt of the figure all built out, man, he does look great. I will put him up in that lineup here just in 1 second. So for right now, let's get our main man here in the back here, all right? Put him back there. Lean him against this French quarter pole right there to make sure you don't fall over. So look, I was most excited about this wave to get this dude right here. Warpath was the man I had my eyes on. So if anything, man, I'm going to be real biased in this video because look, man, this is the first time we're getting the reuse of the Omega Red body mold, man, and it looks phenomenal, all right? I mean, he's damn near as tall as Strong Guy. Not as tall, but close to it. You know what I'm saying? And I really think that in the comic books, Warpath is even a little bit taller than this. But, I'll take what I can get, and it does look really good. So, with our main dude, Warpath, you will get these extra hands. He doesn't come with any daggers, y'all. You will have to pick up some daggers from another figure in your collection. Sure, we got plenty of knives, but this dude should have came with some. I'm just saying, man. Respect to my man right there. He should have came with some daggers, but he does have dagger holding hands, however. And, they look really good, man, for what they are. No complaints with that. So that's that right there. So taking a look at the figure himself, man, he looks good, man. What can I say? The dude looks dope. Okay, so the head sculpt is on point. He is going to have this red paint across his eyes to make it seem like he's wearing a mask. He does have that bandana over his forehead. He has this long flowing hair, man, that looks really good. So no complaints with any of that. He got those awesome feathers right there in his hair. These shoulder pads here, man. What's so awesome about the Omega Red body mold for a bigger figure, excuse me, is the butterfly joints, right? So I'm gonna go through the articulation here too, but you have these pads here. But look, I mean, you can still move those butterfly joints back and forth, even though my main man does have those things on there. But look, it did pop off. Me trying to talk up all this game, they do pop off relatively easily though, all right, y'all? So they do pop off on both sides. But look, you can get this dude in a dynamic pose with his arm way back here. So say you want to give him a punching kind of a pose like that. Of course, you're going to articulate his feet just a tad bit better. You could still get this on here, all right? That pad will still go in there, all right? So you could still get that on there with the arm articulated. But the shoulder pads do look good, y'all. They're just a straight red. You do have those tassels right there on the shoulder pads that look good. He will have this, it's blue plastic with red paint. So you do have this painted falcon right there on his chest right there. No paint here on his back. You do have it on his lower body right there throughout the red paint. You're going to have more tassels down here by his boots. And he does have a boot swivel, so that's really good. And that's red paint below. The skin tone is good, man. He's like a brown bronze color, which is very fitting for a Native American. So that does look really good, man. So I'm definitely impressed with how the figure came out. And again, I want to give Hasbro the props for listening to us and giving us this Omega Red body mold. So we know what to expect from the articulation because we've seen it before, right? With the hair, you can still get the head up. Even though his hair is, preventing him from looking higher than that, but still with that hair, he still can get that head pretty high, y'all. He can look all the way down. Let's just move this hair to the side like that. Get that flap to the side like that, so he can look down. The hair will make his head come up a little bit, but he can look that way. His arms can come up this high, all right? We can take that off, and we can see his arms are only coming up that high, y'all. But he can't get that 360 with the shoulder pad removed. He does have the butterfly joint right here, which is phenomenal. I expect the Shikla to fall actually a long time ago with them boots on. He has that swivel up there, double jointed elbows, swivel at the wrist, and of course that hinges. 360 at the waist. Legs will come out that high. He will have of course I probably, didn't need to heat it up. It just cracked open. Have the swivel at the upper thighs, double jointed knees, boot swivel. His legs, feet can go that high, that low, and he does have the ankle pivoting. Next up, we got Sunspot. Sunspot will have a Bucky Cat body mold, man. So that's kind of a letdown for this guy. I was hoping that we would at least get the Sunfire body mold with this dude. He is a little bit shorter. He's about the same height as Deadpool, man. So you could at least have given us that body mold as the Deadpool right there. Now, just for the presentation of the figure, I think he does look good. What I don't like off the top, just looking at the sculpt of the body, these feet right here are just way too small, man. These are the same feet that they use with X-Men. So I'm not a big fan of that at all, all right? Those feet are just way too small. He does fall over relatively easy, man. I've stood him up a couple of times since I opened these figures up, went through the articulation, examined them, and he would fall over a couple of times. But the sculpt is good, man. I like the head sculpt. The head sculpt came out pretty decently nice here. So yeah, for what that is, does look good. There is red paint around his eyes. As you can see, you have this little tassel on the back for his bandana. He has this high top haircut right here. So he does look really good. You do have this effect here that's glued on to his back. So I tried to take it off and it won't come off, and I'm not going to pull any harder because it might be glued on there and I don't want to have to re-glue it. You do have this piece right here that seems to be glued on, but you could probably get that off as well if you wanted to, man. Just pull it right off. So that looks nice, man. He does have these cuffs here around his wrists. He is going to have some yellow paint down here on his boots right here. So all of that looks good, man. Just the presentation throughout with these black hands and everything. Sunspot, you know, he's right on. In terms of accessories, he will come with these two pieces, and we've seen these 1,000 times. They're just in black. So for these to work, I don't even think you got to take off the hands, man. Just put them right there around his wrist, and boom, they're on there. The articulation is what you would expect from a Bucky cap body mold. Head goes down, goes up. It's on a hinge with a ball. And so no butterfly joints. You get a 360 right here, upper bicep swivel. You do get that double jointed elbow right there. You will get a swivel at the wrist. You do have hinges on these puppies as well. So that's going to go up and that's going to go down as well. You will get him to bend down that far. I'm surprised that didn't click. I can feel the click though. He can go back that far. You will get a 360 right there. He can split his legs out that wide. Normally, you know, man, when you want to get these guys to kick out, you want to do a split in this motion right here, then twist his leg around, like something like that. You know, I'm not putting much effort into this pose right now, but, you know, that's how you want to get a higher kick. But nonetheless, man, you can get him to split that much. You can get that upper thigh cut, double jointed knee, boot swivel. Of course, this hinges up and down, ankle rocker, peg holes at the bottom of the feet, man. And so how I have my figures in my action figure room here, I have them only one figure, man. My shelves are about that deep, man. And I just set one figure on the shelf right there. So I got shelves wrapped around the walls of my room. And what I do, man, is I stick these guys, I have their legs, their feet placed like that, and they lean up against the wall, if you will, man, so they never fall over. And I can just take them on and off without worrying about creating a domino effect. Yeah, I got tired of doing that, man. So, you know, man, I don't need stands just to display them. But when you're doing photography with these dudes sometimes, man, it can get on your nerves that these guys just falling over, just trying to stand them up, all right? But that's Sunspot, okay? And look, in case I'm losing y'all attention, because y'all probably seen a review on this already, man. This pirate pool right here, yo. You know, man, I think that, look, it's designed really well, number one. It's reusing some parts for the legs and the arms, but this head sculpt's brand new, man, with the pirate hat. I believe that these mitts right here are new, like these cuffs. The cape, I don't know, man. It seems to be new, man. You got those triffles right there. This chest piece is new, and they did sculpt in that DP right there. That's nice. And, of course, this pirate skirt piece is new as well. But here's the thing, man. This guy appeared on a cover of a comic book. I don't even think he was wearing this particular costume inside the comic book. And the point I'm trying to make is, man, we get these Deadpool waves, and it's like, they give us like two Deadpools sometimes, man. It's like, you know what I would have rather have had? I would have rather have gotten Weasel, man. Give me Weasel. I want Weasel, man. Next Deadpool wave, if Weasel ain't in it, man, I'm going to be highly upset. I don't even know if I'm going to buy it. I'm saying that now, right? But Weasel, Hasbro, if you hear me, give us Weasel, man. We don't need two Deadpools in the Deadpool wave. Give us one. I don't even know what kind of Deadpool you can give us now. You're giving us that Venom pool. That's from that Contest of Champions game. But I'm just at a loss, man. What other Deadpool you can give us? I'm sure you'll come up with something like you did with this right here. But listen up, man. Give us Weasel and give us some other pertinent characters. I know we got that Hydra Bob head with that motorcycle Deadpool, and you just get a Hydra body. But I don't know, man. Give us another Hydra Bob with a different facial expression, something, man. I think there's enough characters in the Deadpool verse to give us, rather than giving us multiple Deadpools, all right? So that's enough said with that. Articulation with this guy, I'm not even going to go through it, because look, he has a waist swivel here, right? And that's all you need to know. You know what everything else he does, man. No need to go through any of it. In terms of accessories, he will come with a traditional Deadpool sword right here. And he also has this pirate sword, which is cool, man. You can put that in his hands right there. And he comes with this this gun right here, this pirate gun. And the paint on it's pretty nice, all right? I got to say, man, you know, the paint is cool. It's brown. It got some silver paint on it. And the gun was done really well, man. And look, I'm from New Orleans, man, and you know, if you from here, somebody in your heritage was a pirate, man. And I had pirates in my heritage and smugglers, you know what I'm saying? And so, man, you know, piracy is something that's part of my own heritage. But still, man, I would have rather a weasel than a pirate Deadpool. Just putting that out there. All right. So now let us take a look at another one of these. So before my daughter and I even unboxed the figures, the first thing she wanted to do was go ahead and grab Gwenpool, all right, to match him with Jeff the Land Shark, all right. So I was like, help me bring the boxes out to the living room so we can unbox them. Man, she just grabbed Shikla and ran. And so we are unboxing the figures, right? And first thing she wants, of course, man, she didn't even take Shikla out the box. She grabbed Jeff the Land Shark, man. She's been dying to get this guy open. So look at Jeff, man. The sculpt on Jeff, I like his teeth, man. Cute little figurine right here. The eyes are like a shiny black there. So, you know, he has this gray paint at the bottom right there. He has some pink paint on his bottom lip, and I'm sure inside of his mouth there too somehow, maybe not. And then he has these white teeth right here. But you know what my daughter also said? Oh, man, he can't move his legs. So guess what, man? He's just a little plastic figurine with no articulation. The box said it's for kids 4 and up. And man, let me just say, Hasbro, man, you didn't break my daughter's heart, but she was kind of heartbroken when she saw that these legs couldn't move. So you know what, man? Great attempt, great little figurine, but man, you should have put just some articulation in those legs at least, you know, for the kids, man. Us adults can get past it, man, but for the kids, put some articulation there in the legs. All right, that's Jeff the Land Shark. Again, a cute little figurine. And it came with Shikla, all right? So let's grab her. All right, she came out real nice, man. And of course, we got some soft goods. This little cape piece right here was used with the Storm figure, so they put it on her here. So if you have the Storm, you've seen this before. Kind of a rougher, kind of soft plastic nylon, if you will. They put some purple gold paint on there. And my daughter just said it's not printed on the back. And the print, so she has this nice print up front, right? Inside of her, the deco of her clothes right there. And, you know, in the deco, man, it seems like there's skulls and bones in there, right? Skulls and bone gang. And so, but look, you ain't got that print on the back of her. So they just put it right there in the front. But overall, man, the head sculpt, that came out really nice, man. The paint jobs with that gold on her forehead, but those 3 medallions right there, that looks good. The purple around her eyes came off of her lips. The head sculpt as a whole is nice, man. They got these big gold earrings. Her hair is sculpted really well, and you do have a skull with some back wings right here on the back of her head. And of course, you know at one point this was Deadpool's wife. The skin tone is off the hook. She comes with this necklace right here. Gold paint around her chest right here with black. Again, this purple with this great print on it, right, with the skulls and the bones. Black paint right here with some gold cuffs that connects to the soft goods. And then you have these black legs right here, which I'm afraid might warp, man. But what I don't like is the heels on her right here, y'all. Makes it kind of hard for her to stand. But I was standing her up just now, man. But she's going to fall one set of hands. In these traditional female Marvel Legend hands. I think that female figure should come with at least 2 sets of hands. Give us some fisted hands with these ladies. What you're going to get for articulation, y'all, is the same articulation you get with every other female Marvel Legends action figure, all right? You get the Spider-Man torso, right, for the retro Spider-Man. So that Spider-Man just used the female technology. Now, what would throw these female figures off the hook now that you've given us that retro Spider-Man, you spoiled us with it, man? Give these women an ab crunch. Give them some butterfly joints. And for goodness sake, give them some double-jointed elbows, man. Hook them up, you know what I'm saying? It's 2020, man. I mean, we just celebrated, I forgot how many years, women's right to vote. Man, give these women some liberation, Hasbro. You know what, man? People have been asking for these updated articulation with these women figures. I see the non-pin technology coming in. Give us some double jointed elbows. Give us some butterfly joints. Now, what y'all saying is that the pinless technology will prevent the female legs from warping. I can't wait to get my hands on some of them and test all of that out, all right? So update the technology and the articulation. Look, man, her booty got a little scrape on it. Y'all see that? They got some purple coming through her booty right there on my figure. That's all right, though. Overall, the paint job is pretty good. So there goes Shikla, all right? Maverick. The detail in this dude, right? Phenomenal. Definitely a highlight of the wave here, man. The hair came out phenomenally. The head sculpt is off the hook. I love the paint on it, y'all. It just looks great, man. I mean, what can I say here? You know, there's 3 different paints, I guess 4 with the hair, right, on the head sculpt. Where you got the flesh tone, that's the color, that orange, that metallic orange, black, red. So look, man, you got several colors going on in the brown hair right there as well. And so that looks really good, sculpted really well. These wires from his backpack connect to the head sculpt. Man, all of this is like comic book accurate going on right here. Look at the sculpting job back here, y'all. On his arms, those are sculpted really nice right here. Even right here on his crotch, his chest and everything, man. This belt, it's all connected right here. Goes around with this piece around his shoulder right there. His shoulders are sculpted really nice. There's just a lot to be admired. Now with the legs, I thought these legs were from Deathlock, but they're not, man. So I think these might be some new legs, man. I looked through my figures and I didn't see them. I might not just have the figure that the legs come with, but I just feel like yeah, man, like these are brand new legs right here. All right, so that's going to be Maverick with his body mold, man. Just absolutely phenomenal. So let us look at this articulation in terms of accessories, y'all. Number 1, he will come with this gun right here. This gun looks really nice. I like it a lot. So that could just fit into one of his hands right here. And he does come with a holster. However, the holster is just going to hold one of the guns, all right, not 2 of them. I don't know if I want to go through the trouble of getting this on. So there's that. There goes one of the guns right there. There is a holster here to the side right here. As you can see, I have that gun set in there. So he does come with a total of 2 guns. There goes that one. Sculpted really nice, y'all. Looks really good. Let's pop that in like there. Like that into his hands. And again, I'm not going to do this on camera, all right? But 2 guns. Articulation. You can't get his head to go that far down, all right? He does have this piece right here. I'm assuming you can get that over his mouth somehow. If you work with it, you can get that over his mouth. So it's going to go something like that, y'all. So you can get his, if you lift that up, you can get his head to go that far down. You can get his head to go that far up, which is pretty decent, man. Pretty decent range of motion, given you have all this stuff going on with it, right? That will swivel. It is on a hinge, okay? With the arms, you're going to get a 360. They can come out that far. You do have a swivel at the bicep. Double jointed elbows. And I'm not getting them all the way articulated. Yes, I am. His arm's just in his bicep right there. So his arm's going to go that far back like that. With the wrist, you will get a swivel right here in the hinge. There is a swivel at the waist, y'all. I do want to point that out, okay? There is not. Hold on. There's not a swivel at the waist. I thought there was. Nope, there's not. He just has this upper torso swivel up here, all right? So just like the female figures, he got that going on. He can go that far forward, that far back. Again, no waist swivel. I thought he did, but he doesn't. His legs go out that far. He does have the upper thigh swivel, y'all. He has double jointed knees. He has boot rotation, and he has the same articulation that the other figures have with the feet, okay? So that is our dear friend Maverick. Black Tom Cassidy, the head sculpt, again, as I said at the outset, I remember him having a more full beard reading the comic books in the 90s. I do need to catch up with some comic books, but I'm sure there is an iteration of him with this this goatee right here, okay? So that is the head sculpt, y'all. For the most part, it looks pretty decent. As you can see right here, it looks pretty good. I like what we got going on right here. You know, he has a nice, decent haircut. Clean around the ears right there. Little part in his hair, as you can see up there. The eyes are not wonky, so they painted well, man. Just the whole head sculpt came out pretty decent for what it is. Kind of like a muscle face in a way. Great eyebrows. Nice mustache. So with the outfit, of course, this is all sculpted on right here. It's popping his collar. Dude sly as hell. Alright, it's just black paint. He has this red paint right here on his chest. I never could make out what that was, man, even from the comic book days, man. Is that a bat? Or what's going on there? I'm not 100% sure, man. I need to go back and read and see. He does have a belt that floats right there, and he does have these boots right here on his feet as well, okay? So, and of course, in terms of articulation, my man will come with this wooden staff. A part of his powers, man, is that like he can control like organic matter in a way, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get this to focus right here. So on the cane, you know, he does have a how am I going to get this to focus here? He does have a skull here on the cane here, all right? So so that all looks pretty good right there. And that is our main dude in his sculpt. Articulation, let me just show y'all that he will have a boot swivel. That's all you need to know, man. Those boots swivel. And other than that, man, it's just standard Marvel Legends articulation with a waist cut. And man, that's hard, man. I need to heat this dude up. Yeah, man, that's not working with me right now. I got it to pop. So yeah, man, he does have the ab crunch, okay? See that? And all of the articulation will be just standard Marvel Legends articulation, no butterfly joints. Lastly, we have the X-Men Blue Deadpool. Of course, the body parts are completely reused. I believe this is the body mold we got with the Sasquatch Deadpool right here. I'm almost sure that is the body mold. So to give you a breakdown, the blue Deadpool that we got here is using the same body mold as the Sasquatch wave, so it's the same exact body, all right? The head seems to be a reuse of this Deadpool over here, and I think this is the Sauron wave, I believe, man. So so I believe that is the same head sculpt. I could be wrong, but man, they look they do look quite the same. They could have just structured this head after this one, but I'm almost sure it's the same head sculpt, okay? So that's that. And the harness that's used right here was also used with the motorcycle Deadpool right here, okay? So they just painted that X in there. That's not sculpted in. So it's all reused parts to get this guy, just with a different paint job. So with this guy, you know, they just put this yellow paint throughout instead of the red and black paint. So it's just a reuse. And I'm wondering now, man, if I take this guy's head off, oh Lord, can't lose that, and take this guy's head off, if it will produce the Deadpool that we got here. It doesn't fit, man, but it's very similar indeed. Okay, so so that's how that's going to look right there. So perhaps this is a new head sculpt, because this fits a little bit better. It pops on and off. Oh Lord, I lost the neck piece. I'll have to find that later. There it is right there. Put that back on. Be careful with that, y'all. That pops off relatively easy, all right? Get that back on. So yeah, man, we know the articulation. What I do like about this Deadpool right here, and this is the same as the retro X-Men X-Force wave, X-Men X-Force wave Deadpool, is you got the butterfly joints, all right? So to me, this is the best Deadpool body that we have. So I'm glad that if they're going to reuse a body mold, reuse this one, because the feet are nice. I wasn't a big fan of the boots. This guy came with 100 accessories, I remember, man, which is great. But I wasn't a big fan of those boots. I prefer to have these bigger feet, man. He stands a lot easier, and the articulation is great. All right, so it's standard a Marvel Legends articulation with a waist swivel and an ab crunch. However, the butterfly joints, man, and just the, I don't know, man, the body mold just is always agreeable and pliable with articulation. So he is a good figure, okay? And in terms of accessories, let me point out that this guy comes with 2 swords. So they're going to be blue with a yellow handle. Of course, he has these holders here in the back. And he's going to come with 2 guns. You know what, man, off the top of my head right now, man, I'm not sure where they're from, but these are reused guns, man. I've seen this before, man. I've also seen this Space Blaster looking gun before, too, man. I just can't place where I've seen them before. But, yeah, these are definitely reused 100%. So 2 guns, 2 swords, the X-Men Deadpool. 1, 2, 3. Alright, y'all, so this has ended up being a longer review. So let me just give you my rating of these figures, man. Again, I appreciate this Deadpool over here, the Pirate Deadpool. But again, I wish I would have got a Weasel instead of that Deadpool. So he will be last on my list. I'll probably still get some enjoyment out of him, man. Might even use him in some photography later on down the line. Next in line, man, I'm going to put my man Black Tom Cassidy. Simply because, man, I just remember his 90s head sculpt, his beard being a little bit different. I'm sure this is an updated version, man. Y'all can let me know in the comments below when he started to use this goatee. Next in line, man, I'm going to have to put my man Sunspot, which, man, I'm really happy to have an X-Force Sunspot here in my collection. But I just don't like those feet. I don't like the Bucky Cap body mold, man. So I'm going to put him coming right after Black Tom Cassidy. After him, I'm going to put Deadpool. Simply because, man, we have 100 Deadpools. Again, I'm happy to have this blue Deadpool. Hasbro did release a previous blue Deadpool, which I don't have. So I am glad to have him in my collection. If you're going to put one Deadpool in a Deadpool wave, let it be this one. Okay, so I'm happy to have him. All right. Next in my order, man, and this is going to be tough, man. This is going to be real hard because these 4 figures, man, are phenomenal, man. And I'm going to say running for third place, neck and neck, man. Ooh, this is hard. And Shikla and Maverick, all right? I don't know which one to put in fourth place, man, because they're phenomenal, man. But, you know, if they would have given Shikla some increased articulation, some butterfly joints, break the mold, man, and give us some women liberation with some double jointed elbow, I'm going to have to put it in that context. I guess we have to put it in that context, man, in order to see some changes with these women figures. I don't know, man, but I'm going to go ahead and put her at number 4. Even though, man, if she had updated articulation, I might even put her up there as number 1 because I really like the body more. I like the paint job, man. I like the head sculpt. She's phenomenal. I just can't get down with the reuse of the continual reuse of that same articulation. All right. So at number 3, I'm gonna put my man Maverick at number 3. All right, which he is a phenomenal figure. Don't get me wrong, man. It's just that the reuse of this Omega Ray body mold, man, is something I've been waiting for a long time. And I like this articulation. I like the feet. Now with Maverick, I've been having some hard time standing him up. He is a little bit top heavy, man. He's fell over a few times. But just all of the parts, the new parts that we get with this guy, the exquisite head sculpt with all of the gadgetry that we get with this guy is phenomenal. So that's a hard second place right there, man. But I'm going to have to put him at number 3. Me and him, I'm going to put my main man at number 2 right here, which is Warpath. And again, that's a split. There's all kind of splits, man, because I like these figures. But, you know, at number 1, I'm going to have to put Guido, man, simply because we've been waiting for this guy for so long. Warpath, we've been waiting for Warpath too, man. But this Guido is phenomenal, y'all. He's great. So, you know what, man? I'm going to switch it up at the end, man. I'm going to put Guido at number 2, Warpath at number 1. I'm messing with y'all. But they're all running kind of neck and neck. You do have smaller feet with this guy, but you know, that's just part of how this guy is drawn in the comic books, as opposed to Sunspot. They just gave the dude some small feet, man, because they're laying around. But at least these were a little bit more thoughtful with Guido. I wish we would have got some more paint on this guy, but overall, he did come out great, man. And I do want to say that I am glad that I have this wave. I will get use out of every single one of these figures, probably even the pirate Deadpool in the back, y'all. So look, man, I'm not going to do any comparisons because this was such a large wave. You can see how all of these characters scale, along with Guido. Let me put him in the back again. Guido being the tallest. Normally I'll throw a Gambit in there and at least a Monica Rambeau comparison at the end, but I'm not even going to do that, all right? So this is the Strong Man Build-A-Figure wave. If you enjoyed the review, consider hitting the subscribe button, hitting the notification bell, give the video a rating, a like, or a dislike. I don't really care, man. Just some engagement is good. My reviews normally aren't this long. They aren't this scattered, but I just wanted to knock this out because I have a ton of figures I want to review, man, and I couldn't do individual reviews for these guys. But I thought to myself that they at least deserved a review. All right, so it is what it is, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Until next time, I'm probably going to bring y'all either the Apocalypse or the War Machine deluxe figure review. When I get that Mesco Gambit, though, I'm dropping everything, man, and reviewing that guy off of the bat. So stay tuned for that as well. Remember the giveaway, y'all. Tell me where you live. Subscribe. Follow me on Insta, all right? And I'll probably do a special video for the giveaway of the X-Men Deadpool. Again, as I said in the review, the best Deadpool body mold that we've gotten thus far. But that said, as we say here in New Orleans, laissez le bon temps rouler, mes amis.